welcome. In this video I'll be showing you a basic example of styling multiple properties. I have already got an external CSS, and if I click on this is my external CSS. So it's got one property in there at the moment. When you are applying CSS to an HTML element, you can style multiple properties for that element. For example, this paragraph element here, which is the selector, if I want to add more properties to style, I'll just tab down. Say for example, I want to increase the size of the font. I just come here and type in size and do a colon. Maybe I give it 30 pixels and then a semicolon. And I want to, let's say I want to apply a border to the paragraph. So I type in border, this would be the border property, and then a colon to separate the property from the property value. And I want this to have a 1 pixel solid border that would have a color of red. Okay, so that's it. When you're writing your CSS, always make sure you terminate each property and value with the semicolon at the end. So I'm just going to save this, save my external file, and just refresh my document. You can see here the CSS has been applied. The border, you can see the border around the paragraph, which is the line 5 here. Line 1 is a color, which is blue. I've also increased the size of the text to 30 pixels. You can see the size. When you are using the size property, you have to attach the font. You can see I've used size, but I didn't say what size I was referring to. So I've now added font, which means I want the size of the font, which is the text inside the paragraph, to be big. You can see the text has gone big now because I've changed the value or the size to 30 pixels, and you can see the border around it. So this is a simple example of using multiple properties to style an HTML element. I'll be showing you how to select multiple elements and apply a single CSS rule to all the elements. So I've got several elements in my HTML document. So let's assume I want to style the paragraph. I want to style the H1 heading, which is this one here, and I also want to style the list item, which is the LI element. All I need to do is go into my CSS. You see, that's the advantage of having an external CSS. You just do everything on one file. So I'm going to modify this one slightly. I'm just going to get rid of that for a minute. All right, so I want to select multiple elements and apply a single CSS rule to all those elements. So the way you do that, you separate each of the elements with a comma. So I want to apply CSS to the paragraph. I do a comma. I want to apply CSS to my H1 element. I do a comma, and I want to apply CSS to my list item, which is my LI item. So you can see I've separated them all with a comma. You got the P, the H1, and the list item. So I want to make all of them have a red text. So what I'll do, I'll just style one property, which is a color, and I separate the value of the property from the property with a colon. So the color is a property, and the value of the property is red. Okay, you can see now it's all changed. You can see this is the H1 element. This, if I open up my index, you can see properly. The H1 is this one here. That's this. The paragraph as one paragraph here. Today is a new day. That's it. I've got list item. You can see this is my LI. These are all my list item. And I've got another paragraph here which says let's try to be, which is this one here. So that's basically how you can style multiple elements with a single CSS rule. So you can see I'm using one rule and I'm applying it to multiple elements. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.